On November 14th, Chinese ambassador to Japan Wu Jianghao, acting on instructions, summoned Japanese Vice Foreign Minister Takehiro Funakoshi to lodge a strong protest against Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's erroneous remarks and actions concerning China. Wu Jianghao stated that Prime Minister Takaichi's blatant and provocative remarks regarding Taiwan during a parliamentary debate violated basic common sense, crossed China's red line, made threats of force, and issued war cries. Furthermore, she refused to admit her mistakes, retract her statements, or mitigate the negative impact, demonstrating a complete misjudgment of the situation and overestimation of her own capabilities. These remarks grossly interfered in China's internal affairs, seriously violated international law and the basic norms of international relations, severely undermined the post-war international order, seriously violated the One China principle and the spirit of the four political documents between China and Japan, and seriously damaged the political foundation of China-Japan relations. China is strongly indignant and will not tolerate this, and hereby lodges a strong protest and a strong representation. Wu Jianghao pointed out that Taiwan means China's Taiwan. The Taiwan issue is the core of China's core interests. How to resolve the Taiwan issue and achieve national reunification is a matter for the Chinese people themselves, and no external force is allowed to interfere. China will eventually be unified, and it is inevitable. The Japanese authorities' clamor for military intervention in the Taiwan Strait is a blatant challenge to China's core interests. They're actively binding themselves to the wall of splitting China, leading themselves down the path of no return. Wu Jianghao emphasized that this year marks the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese people's wall of resistance against the Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War, as well as the 80th anniversary of Taiwan's retrocession. Japan once exercised colonial rule over Taiwan, committing countless crimes. Japanese militarism repeatedly launched foreign aggression under the pretext of so-called existential crisis, ultimately suffering shameful defeats. We solemnly warn Japan that today's China is no longer the China of the past. If Japan dares to intervene militarily in the Taiwan Strait situation, it will constitute an act of aggression, and China will certainly retaliate forcefully. China strongly urges Japan to deeply reflect on its history, retract its egregious remarks, and cease provocative transgressions. Otherwise, Japan will bear all the consequences.